Hey everybody, this is Dave Cooper and we are in Saratoga Springs, Utah at the house that she built. And we are here with NAHB student chapters and I am standing with Natalie Miles. Natalie, so awesome to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
This story is one that I really am looking forward to telling because you kind of got into this industry and kind of the backdoor way, I think is how you put it. Tell us a little bit about who you are, your story, how you got into design and all the other good stuff.
Yeah. So I fell into what I do kind of the non-conventional way. I tell people I went to the school of hard knocks, and what I did, I started a home staging company a few years ago with a friend of mine and staged homes. And from there, I was like, I kind of like designing things, picking out tile and light fixtures and stuff like that, and had some customers that I was staging homes for, and they liked what I did and they started paying me for my design. I'm like, this is kind of cool. Like I can pick out tile and I can pick out light fixtures and paint, and people will pay me for my opinions. So I kind of snowballed from there. I took it upon myself to learn everything I could learn. I went to continuing education classes, even though I didn't have a degree. I didn't have a field that I was specialized in, but I would go to continuing education classes if a local showroom, plumbing, lighting supply was doing some sort of a lunch and learn, then I would go to those. And I just took it upon myself to learn. Right. And on a job site, for me, I was very comfortable on a job site. I come from a background of construction. My dad, my grandpas, my brothers, they all do HVAC, and so I'm used to being around the guys on the job. And so when I was on job sites, it was very comfortable for me to ask questions. If I didn't know something, if they told me I couldn't do that, then I'd, instead of walking away being like, well, I guess I can't do that, I would be like, well, why can't I do that? Tell me why. Right. And so I just took it upon myself to learn, and eventually I was getting a lot of work doing design work, and I sold off my staging company, and I've been designing homes ever since.
That's awesome.
I took a break from my own company for a few years and worked as an in-house designer for an exteriors company and designed a lot of exteriors for homes and commercial buildings, learned everything about exteriors, and I actually got to design the exterior of this house here, which was a lot of fun for me. We were kind of given a little, you can build in our community, this is the box you have to fit into. We want to look like everybody else in the community. And I was like, but I presented them a design, an idea, and I said, if I could do it my way in a perfect world, this is what I would do. If I needed to select from your exteriors and conform to your community, this is what I would do. So anyways, we had the most unique house in the neighborhood, the house that she built. We do conform to the neighborhood a bit, but ours definitely is a unique home in the community.
And it's a beautiful home.
It is a beautiful home.
It is a beautiful home, and just not exteriors. So you did the exteriors. It's a beautiful house. I'm sure it's going to be publicized everywhere, which is awesome. But like so many others, there was nobody to do the brick.
Yeah.
You took it upon yourself to say, hey, I know somebody who does brick. You're going to teach me, and then you brought it here, the skill, and you did it. Yep. And then you helped train other women that were working on the project to help out, because there's brick in several areas of the house.
Yeah. Right?
And HVAC, because she comes from a family of HVAC and plumbers, so automatically you know HVAC, right?
Yep, let's do that too. Why not? I did take it upon to do a lot of things on this project because we couldn't find females to do that, or we only had one or two, and we needed a team of them to get things done. So I was like, do you know what? Show me what to do, and I'll jump in and I'll do it. And I'm happy to show other people to do it. A fun experience with the brick, when I was doing the brick, we had, there was another person on the job site, and they had brought their daughter, and she was just kind of bouncing around the house a little bit, and gave her a few like little pocket knife and a little tape measure and things like that, and she was so excited. And when I saw she was so excited, I said, do you want to come up and learn how to do brick? Do you want to come work on this house? And like her eyes lit up, and she's like, yeah. And she came up, and I showed her how to butter the back of a brick and put it on, and we wrote her name on the wall, and it said Evie was here, and we took pictures with her, and she had such a great time with that. And then she went back downstairs and was with her parent. But later that day, her parent came to me and said, thank you so much for doing that for me. He goes, it's one thing for me to bring her and for her to experience this, but for you to grab her and to come and show her how to do something to work with her. Right. She's wanted to be a yoga instructor her entire 8 years of her life, But she went home and said, I want to build homes when I grow up.
That's inspiring.
And that is like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Right.
That is why we're here.
We were here yesterday, walking through, and we brought our daughters, and we had the same experience when they went home. They were seeing all the different women coming through, painting, tiling, all the different things that are happening in the house, outside, inside. And then, the shirts, and like they really got into it and really loved it. And that's all they talked about last night when they got home. So I can relate to that experience.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's really incredible, and that's, kind of the main purpose that we're doing this is that we want to show the younger generation that we can do this.
Yeah.
Women can do this. We can do brick. We can do finished carpentry. We can do tile. We can do it. And there's not enough of those role models out there in construction.
That's right.
And so we want to break that glass ceiling and show young women, girls that, look at this house. We did this. We did this.
Yeah. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. And you're absolutely right. I think that is such an important point, right? Just in this house alone, it already inspired a bunch of young minds to get involved, to want to be part of the industry. That's how powerful it is. So it's great to be able to sit here and tell this story from a design perspective. Textures, like the brick, right? Like the mural on the wall.
Yeah.
The way you did the exterior cladding on the house and so forth. How important was that for you to be able to pull, everything from, because it has to work from the outside in, right? Not just one way.
Yeah, we wanted to not present something that was just blank white walls all over the place, a plain white house. I mean, we had to do a white house. That's kind of what the trend is right now, but we added different details to it. We have the cedar up in the gables outside. We have a unique door. We have a beautiful garage door. Inside we have the brick, we have the painted wall, we have these different textures. And to us, that makes a house feel like warm. It makes it feel welcoming. It's just not this blank slate that you move in or like, wow, what do I do with this now? We've already added that character to it and that warmth that makes it feel inviting and makes people want to be here.
Yeah, for sure. Well, listen, Natalie, Miles, we appreciate all the texture that you brought to this conversation and to what you all are doing. At the house that she built, I think it's super inspiring. I think it's a lot of fun to be able to, one, be part of something like this, and I know it's a lot of work, but the results that come out of it are really what get the heartstrings and really want you to do more.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, well, there you have it, everybody. We are in Saratoga Springs, Utah, at the house that she built with NAHB Student Chapter. Natalie, Miles, thank you so much. I'm Dave Cooper. We'll see you next time.